That's a different kind of video, isn't it? There's no way I could do an ASMR video ever. It's my guilty pleasure for sure. But I chat too much and can't whisper, so there's that. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm about to be a mum of 2, which is mad. Still got a little bit of time. But I wrote down some things that actually I plan on doing differently second time round. Having done the first newborn postpartum experience, my toddler he'll be 2 by the time his sibling is born. Yeah, I obviously am not a super experienced mum, but I've done it once through to kind of know what I might change this time around. So yeah, I thought I'd share with you what I plan to do differently with baby number 2. First things first, I am a huge person that gets affected by like mess and things around me. First time round we were buying a house, and although we did declutter in order to move, everywhere was a mess. We were living in chaos. We moved into a house after my son had turned like a month old, and it was like a full renovation project. Everywhere was just chaotic, and I think that really played into how I felt about that first part of newborn life. So it's definitely something I am slowly doing. I've got about just over 3 months left, and decluttering is high on my list. Everywhere in this house is getting decluttered because I am not about to have a newborn at Christmas with a 2-year-old and declutter before they get new toys and things like that. It is not happening. I'm doing it slowly and surely so it gets done, but it doesn't stress me out. Also, sorry, these are in no particular order. Number 2 is to trust my instincts better. I think as all first time mums, we can feel like we don't know what we're doing, and I really didn't trust myself for a long time, and actually I look back now and I'm like, there are so many things that if I had trusted my gut at the start, like, it would have gone differently. I was adamant my son had jaundice. We got turned away from the hospital, and 2 days later we were back in with high levels of jaundice that required treatment. But more than that, like, just down to I know my baby's best, and I will absolutely take advice from those that I either value or medical professionals. But I also, like, this baby has been a part of me. I know what they need, and yeah, just learning to trust that better this time around, I'm hoping will make my experience far more enjoyable. Number 3 is to prioritize my recovery. Babies need very little actually. They need milk, they need sleep, they need burping. It's kind of it. But as a postpartum mum, like, I did not look after myself very well at all. And by prioritise my recovery, I mean eat nutritious food, because I didn't do that. Yeah, just really look after myself a little bit better, validate my experience, my pain. I believed because I didn't have a C-section I couldn't feel as much pain as I was, and felt I had to be on my feet and doing things, when in reality my body was not ready for that. I pushed myself too far, and I think in turn it made my recovery a little bit longer. So where possible with a toddler that also needs me and I will want to be with him, I really want to focus on my recovery this time around, eating well, moving when it feels okay to do so and not before, and just looking after myself mentally a little bit more. A shower is not a break, and I am entitled to do a shower, so asking for that, rather than just kind of suffering and feeling gross and all of that, but actually just prioritising that this time around. Similarly to that one, I guess, number 4 is buying myself some clothes. I felt gross about myself For a really long period of time I was kind of like, my clothes fit me, so they fit me and that's fine. I breastfed, and finding clothes that I could breastfeed in just meant I wore a lot of jumpers, which was fine, and I will do the same this time around. But I didn't feel good in anything, and I think again that tied in with just looking after myself, prioritising myself. I just never felt nice, so I will be buying myself some postpartum clothes. That also looks like some comfy tracksuits, but also just some tops that I can breastfeed in that feel good, or dresses, something very simple that I will just wear loads of in that period of time, but I feel nice in. Number 5 is baby wear. I didn't baby wear Levi a lot at all. We used the pram a lot. I contact napped and held him, but actually like sling or carrier we didn't do a lot of. I think naturally just having a toddler I will do that more anyway, but yeah, that's something I plan to do differently this time around. Number 6 is not worry about how I come across to other people. I really hated in that first bit where kind of people want to hold the baby, and that's fine, but when I wanted him back I felt like I couldn't ask for him, and felt like I would come across as a psychopath. But actually, again, you two have been like tied together literally for 9 months, that I felt lost without my baby, and I think that this time around I don't really care how that comes across. I'm very polite with how I approach things to other people, but if I want my baby back, I'm having my baby back. Doesn't matter if the baby doesn't need feeding. If I want my baby back, I will have my baby back. Number 7 is enjoy contact naps. For a long time I really thought that like it was bad to contact nap, and he needed to be in a cot, and I was affecting his sleep if he slept on me. Not being funny, we probably contact napped quite consistently until Levi was about 8 or 9 months old, then would go down in a cot, and yes, I get things done in his nap time now, but I love it when he contact naps on me on the odd occasion now. It's a moment just to stop and enjoy it. That also might look like baby wearing this time around with a toddler, but if my baby feels safe enough to fall asleep on me, that is all I could ask for. The washing up can get done another time. Number 8 is to date my husband a bit more. We don't have loads of family around us, and I don't believe this necessarily looks like going out on date nights. I don't feel the need to be away from my children, but to implement time together that we're not going to scroll on our phone, we're not just going to blindly watch something and not talk to each other, but we're going to get some good food, even if that's like good supermarket food, but we'll have nice food together, and just have a date as much as possible. We really neglected this for a very long time, and I don't want to get to 6 months postpartum and not feel like I've seen my husband, if that makes sense. Number 9 is a biggie for me, and that is to ask for help. I really didn't feel like I could, not necessarily with like medical professionals or anything like that, although there is a level of you feel you have to put on a front or say the right thing in case they take your child away from you, but I really believe it's okay to say that you're tired, to say that things are hard. I know my mum will gladly do the washing up for me when she comes around if I ask her to do that, and that also looks like asking my husband. He can't mind read, and I learnt that the first time around. It's not fair to put expectations on other people and expect them to read your mind. If I need an extra hand with something, just ask. People are very happy to help, and I think the best thing you can do as a postpartum mum is not feel guilty for asking for help. And people, yeah, like I said, people want to help you, so where I feel able to, I will do that. And the last one I have on my list is my no is enough. I don't need to give a reason. If I say no to somebody touching my child, my no is enough, and I think I felt I had to explain it or put a little lie around it. But as long as you're polite about things, I will be utilising my no's enough and not feeling guilty about that. It's my baby, and no means no, and I don't really care if that slightly offends someone, because more often than not, if I'm saying no to somebody, it's probably because they don't know me anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they're my 10 things. There's lots of other ones that I have thought of or seen in other videos, so they're not exclusive 10 things. But yeah, I hope this was interesting into my insight as a second time mum. If you're a first time mum, I hope maybe some of these might be helpful for you going into that kind of postpartum period. This is your green light, yes, from me to do all of these things without feeling guilty about it. But yeah, I have got some other videos lined up. We've got a vlog coming too. So yeah, I hope you enjoy following along on this journey with us before I become a second time mum and a mum to 2. We've got a little way to go, so there's going to be lots of video content for you guys, and yeah, I hope you love it. Thanks for watching, bye!